Hey there everybody, Godzilla here. Today I am already done with my 9-inch Bandai figures, and today I am on to the 12-inch Bandai Creation Godzilla Final Wars. Now, this is a pretty big figure. Like, in most of my reviews, which were the 6-inch figure ones, you know, it was like this close. And you saw my hand. Yeah, I'm really far out now as far as the camera, so I really have to reach. So, anyway, yeah, this is the Bandai Creation Godzilla Final Wars. I'll go ahead and get started with the review. The detail, let's get in here. It's actually a pretty intricate figure as far as detail. Like up here, if we get a side view, in the neck there are all a bunch of changes in texture and all sorts of things. His chest, we have that array thing. They're not all spontaneous. Like on his shoulders, his scale things are all lined up. Legs, still pretty scaly. So, skin, it's really what you'd expect. Let's look at his spines. They kind of have this weird texture to them. I'm not sure how to explain it. Yeah, you can see it right there. Like if I turn it this way, yeah, you can kind of see it there. And then in the black area, there's obviously some texture. Also, he also has details in his claws, which is sort of rare among Godzilla figures, at least not to have at least this much detail, because there is quite a bit. As far as movie accuracy goes, it's pretty good. I mean, I think the 6-inch one was a little better as far as that. This still looks pretty close. I wouldn't take any points off. I mean, like, I don't know, it looks a little weird. His head is a little strange from the side, like it comes up and then there's this weird dip here and then it drops down right at his forehead. It's a little strange, I won't lie. But I like it. It's acceptable. Let's look at his face. It looks pretty good. There's quite a bit of detail there in his lips. Then in his teeth, they weren't. Oh, were they? I can't really tell if they were individually cut out or not, but they look okay. The head doesn't look like right here. It doesn't look like it was supposed to fit because there's a little ridge sticking out. I don't know. Maybe that's. It's not too bad because you're looking at it from above anyway. But I think they could have made that better. So on to paint job. He's really just all black, as you can tell, except for his spines, which are not exactly white. It's a very, very, very light shade of gray. The camera and the lighting kind of makes that strange, but that's what it is. But other than that, he's basically all black, except for his eyes, which are orange. His tongue is red. And his claws. Now, his claws do have some highlights, like, looking here, you can see that, you know, the one all the way to the left, there is some shading in there. So really, I think this is a good figure as far as detail and paint job. I think they did really good. It looks really close to the movie. So I'll go ahead and move on to articulation. His head moves 360. His arms go all the way around. His legs, they do go 360, but his arms get in the way a bit. His tail back here moves a little bit. Then here it also moves. 360. And then it also moves up here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-ish points of articulation. But that's kind of where this figure suffers a bit. First of all, what we have here is the tail is really curved up. That's not right. I mean, it doesn't look too bad, from the front, but when you turn it to the side, that angle there, it's like a U-bend. It's really weird. Can you really realistically see Godzilla's tail coming all the way up here? That wasn't very good, but can you see it just curving all the way up to here? That's probably not healthy for him. Or it's just not good on his joints. So I don't know why they do that. To fit in the box, obviously that's probably the answer, but they didn't do that with Mechagodzilla. So the tail is a big problem. Also, I'm going to make him sort of sit down so we can see this. His tail doesn't go all the way on for mine, and it really annoys me like that. No matter how much I try to push it back on, it just doesn't go. Like, it's impossible. Now, if you have this, please comment and tell me if yours does that. I'll get him out of that awkward position. Please comment and tell me if yours has that same problem, and if you found a way to fix it, because I'm just at a loss of ideas. Maybe I could blow dry it to make it all soft and stuff, but that just doesn't, I don't know. If you watch this and have a good answer, please comment. I really want to know how to fix that. And really, I don't know. Depending on if other people's do it, that would affect the score, but I got it that way. And I don't know, I think it might have to impact the score because of this. It's really noticeable. So, all in all, this is a pretty good figure. So, I mean, I can go ahead and go on to the scaling. Here's Mechagodzilla. Oh, it's too tall. Here, I'll move up the camera. This is what I was about to do in my collection video and then decided not to. So Mechagodzilla is about 1.5 inches taller than Godzilla, which is right if this were Godzilla from the movie that Mechagodzilla appeared in, or at least both of them. Because remember, I said in my last video, which was 9-inch Gigan, Mechagodzilla was only about 60 meters in his movies, and Godzilla Final Wars was 100. So really, it should be like this. But I really don't care about that, because, you know, you have Godzilla and you have Mechagodzilla. They can still fight. So I'm not too worried about the movies and the size and stuff. They go good together. And it would be accurate if this were the Godzilla from Mechagodzilla's movie. And then, okay, I can move the camera back down. Just to give you a good idea of his size, here is Final Wars, the 6-inch one. This isn't Bandai Creation, this is the Bandai Movie Monster Series reissue. Just so you know, this one, when I rub him along the table, he makes a weird noise. Sometimes. It's happened about twice, and it sounds, I don't know. If you hear that noise, it's the toy, not me. Anyway, so this one is about twice the size of this one. Let's kind of mark it, and then yeah, so that went out of camera view, but there was about an inch's difference between the top of his head and his. So this is actually about 11 inches, and Mechagodzilla is 12. That's just to give you an idea of size. So, I'm going to go ahead and recap. Detail and paint job, really straightforward. I think they did a good job with it. But then the tail comes up here in a bad position, and it doesn't fit on all the way for mine. So, and also he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about, and if you count this, 8 points of articulation. Maybe mine would rotate if it went on all the way. If I find a way to fix that, I will tell you guys, and maybe put an annotation in this video. So if there's an annotation here, I will update this video and show that my tail is fixed. But if not, just completely forget I said that. So I'm going to give him a 3.5 out of 5. The only problems are right here. All this is good, except for the little ridge on his neck, but that doesn't matter. So, bad, good, bad, good. So, that's gonna wrap it up for my review on the Bandai Creation 12 or 11-inch Godzilla Final Wars. I'm gonna hopefully have another review out tomorrow. That is going to be my last Bandai figure, actually. That's going to be Mechagodzilla. So, thank you for watching. I really appreciate subscriptions. And if you subscribe to me, I will subscribe back to you. If you leave a comment. Just so I can see, because if you don't show your subscriptions publicly, then I can't see you in my subscription area. In my subscriber area, sorry. So, leave a comment if you subscribe, and I'll subscribe back to you. Thank you for watching.